Each year, LEGO literally adds thousands of parts to their inventory, with this past year, 2021, totaling, I believe, 3,800 some new pieces. Today, we'll be looking at what I consider to be the top 10 new molds, prints, and recolors introduced in 2021. We'll start off our list at number 10, which is a really small piece that I know got a lot of people excited. And that is the new dual molded 1x1 tile. So there's actually two of these things introduced. My favorite of the two is the square tile with the opalescent diamond. But there also is a 1x1 lavender piece with a trans pink star in there as well. Both of these tiles were introduced with the Dots line early this year. This piece coming in a Dots extra pack as well as a bracelet. I was surprised that these were the only two dual molded tiles we got this year, and that the next Dots packs didn't include any different ones. Maybe these will just be flukes, the only ones of their kind, but I would love to see this concept further in 2022 with different combinations and maybe even different tiles. Number 9 is a really strange one, but I think very useful brick, and that's the 2x2 by 2/3 ribbed brick. Is it a brick? Is it a double plate? They don't make many pieces this size. The first set I remember seeing this in was the Tractor LEGO City set. It's used very effectively as a hay bale, but this piece could prove very useful for architectural details as well. It takes the same ribbed pattern found on the 1x2 classic profile brick and incorporates that on 4 sides. This would be great for pillars and other structural elements. For now, it's only been released in black and tan, but I could see this coming in a lot more colors in the future. Number 8 is the new Candelabra candlestick piece introduced for this year. It currently only exists in pearl gold, which I think is the perfect color for it. It makes a great interior detail. And there's a good number of connections on the thing using bars on the sides. I really appreciate that. Number 7 is the 1x1 plate with the 1x2 bracket. This piece is incredibly useful for achieving small details, and I'm so glad that it came into existence following its smaller version that has been popping up a lot in recent years. Number 6 is a brick that got Technic and system fans excited alike, and that is the 1x1 brick with the Technic axle hole in the middle. This was originally introduced with the new downsized X-Wing fighter. This brick is incredibly useful. I cannot believe it took until 2021 to make this piece reality. This year it was released in dark bluish gray, sand green, white, black, light bluish gray, and orange. Number 5 might seem like a pretty lame addition, but it is something that I have wanted for a very long time. Technically, this piece already did exist, but the last time we saw it was in a single Star Wars set in 2005, meaning the price on this thing was often several dollars to get one in used condition. This is listed as a new piece at lego.com, and that's why it's made the list. But having the 1x4 hinge in brown again is going to be great for so many models. Number 4 is the recolor of the 1x2 masonry brick in white. Originally introduced with the Queer Eye Fab 5 loft, white brick is going to be great for a lot of modern looking buildings. I'm so glad this part was finally introduced. I should also mention the reddish brown masonry brick, which was introduced with the Home Alone set as well. Both of these recolors are awesome to have for one of the community's favorite LEGO bricks ever. The number 3 spot goes to 2 printed tiles that were included with the Chinese New Year sets released in January, and those are the 1x2 trans light blue koi tiles. Given how popular using 1x2 trans light blue tiles has been as a water technique, both for kits like the Ninjago City Gardens, but also so many mocks as well, these things become incredibly versatile and bring a lot of life to your water scenes. I'm so glad that LEGO introduced 2 different designs as well to add some variety to the pond. The number 2 spot goes to the half inverted arches, of which there is a 1x3 and a 1x2 variety. This is a piece I didn't know I needed until it came out. They make for wonderful roof tiles and small details. And as is shown in the brand new Creator Tiger set, it's gonna make for some incredible new snot techniques as well, as they integrate with existing slope bricks absolutely perfectly to create some really unique designs. Before I reveal my number one pick, I need to give an honorable mention to all of the new animals that were introduced this year. It was a great year for animals, starting with perhaps my favorite, the recolor of the Minecraft sheep in purple. I love collecting these things, and having a new color absolutely made my year. Being a rather useless piece, I couldn't justify having it on the list, but it is very cool. But there are far more interesting animals than that. New dinosaurs, elephants, lions, snake, and of course that infamous sheep mold. I mean, who doesn't love Lego animals? And it's always great to see more, though these things are expensive to get your hands on. So that brings us to the number one spot, which is the 2-stud long bar with a stop for Pneumatics. And no, I'll never use this thing for Pneumatics, but this is a game changer. A number of sets have been using the Friends lipstick piece as a substitute, but I'm so glad we finally have a proper ABS hard plastic version of this piece. While I'm sure this piece will be fantastic for Pneumatics, it's going to be great for system building as well. I cannot wait to see what builders achieve with this new piece. It's going to allow for a lot of crazy small techniques. For now, it's been released in dark bluish gray and white, but I'm hoping for more colors of this piece as well in the near future. Yeah, that's my list. Maybe slightly controversial. Do let me know what your favorite pieces were this year. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my top 10 sets and top 10 minifigures of the year as well. If it's still 2021 while you're watching this, enjoy those last sweet hours, and I'll see you in the new year. If it's 2022, I hope it's not as crazy as 2021. And if it's 2023, wow, you are lost, but thank you for watching this video.